Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. The EPA has proposed a revised Waters of the United States rule that would remove Federal Clean Water Act protections from most wetlands lacking a continuous surface connection to protected waters. The move follows the Supreme Court's 2023 Sackett versus EPA decision, which restricted federal authority over wetlands. Environmental groups warn the change could leave 38 to 70 million acres vulnerable to pollution, harm drinking water, and increase costs for families. Supporters argue the rule provides regulatory clarity and reduces burdens on farmers, builders, and property owners. Critics counter that it disregards decades of science showing the importance of wetlands and intermittent streams. The proposal now enters at least a 45-day public comment period. In other developments, a rare and unusually early sudden stratospheric warming event is rapidly unfolding above the North Pole, weakening the stratospheric polar vortex that normally contains Arctic air. Scientists say this disruption, almost unprecedented for November, could send colder and snowier conditions into parts of North America, Europe, and Asia in the coming weeks. While the exact location and severity of potential cold outbreaks remain uncertain, similar early season events have historically led to colder Decembers in the U.S. Researchers note that the weakened vortex can influence storm tracks and jet stream patterns, increasing the likelihood of wintry weather. In another update, the Justice Department has unsealed new charges against former Canadian Olympic snowboarder Ryan Wedding, alleging he led a major transnational cocaine enterprise tied to the Sinaloa cartel. Prosecutors say Wedding, already on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, ordered multiple murders, including the January killing of a witness in Colombia. Officials claim his organization trafficked about 6 metric tons of cocaine annually into Los Angeles before distributing it across the U.S. and Canada. Wedding, along with 18 others, faces new indictments. 11 suspects are in custody, while authorities continue searching for Wedding, whose reward for capture has risen to $15 million. In other developments, researchers at Virginia Tech are developing an alternative defrosting method that doesn't rely on heat or chemicals. Led by Professor Jonathan Barrico, the team is exploring electrostatic defrosting, which uses voltage to manipulate the natural ionic defects that form within frost. When a charged electrode is placed above an icy surface, these defects shift, polarizing the frost and creating an attractive force strong enough to detach ice crystals. Even without power, the setup removed 15% of frost. At 120 volts, removal increased to 40%, and at 550 volts to 50%, before theoretical issues reduced effectiveness at higher voltages. The researchers aim to refine the system to achieve full removal and broaden its applications for consumers and industry. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale.